Nowadays, there are tons of ways that landlords use to advertise their rental properties, the most common of which is to use rental listing sites like Zillow or apartments.com. This method has proven extremely effective and has helped landlords and property managers occupy their rental units for years. However, many still choose to go with a more traditional way of doing things, like using for rent signs. Although they may have been somewhat phased out, there are still many benefits to using for rent signs. Welcome back, Loopers. My name is Cindy McGee, and I'm a content creator here at DoorLoop with the DoorLoop YouTube channel. Today, we're going to go over some of the pros and cons of using for rent signs, as well as some of the best places to get them, and some of the most effective alternatives if you want to quicken the process of occupying your properties. So let's hop right into it. Back in the day, marketing your rental property was relatively simple. You would place for rent yard signs outside of the unit and sit back waiting for calls. If the rent sign wasn't doing enough, you would place an ad in the local newspaper and hope for the best. However, most of the work was done by the for rent sign. Any rental business could place signs in the right place with their prices and contact information, and potential renters would come quickly. This sounds simple enough, but looking back, there are some flaws to this method. Especially now, with the internet being the quickest way to market your rental properties, for rent signs have certain disadvantages. Every seasoned real estate professional recognizes that there is not a single perfect method for marketing rental properties. Whether it be online, with ads, or rental signs, there's always going to be disadvantages and advantages for each. So with that being said, let's jump into the pros and cons of using rental signs to advertise your rental properties. First, let's go with the pros of for rent signs. One of the most effective pros to using rent signs is that you can possibly benefit from the people who live around you. In most cases, neighbors have some sort of relationship with the person renting out the property. For this reason, they may be able to refer the landlord to someone who may be interested in renting. These are called word of mouth referrals and can quickly land you interested renters. Although they may not be qualified or even interested, they still serve as some good leads, and in some cases can very well end up in the signing of a lease agreement. One of the other major advantages of using for rent signs to market your rental properties is that they're extremely cost effective. For less than $20, you can buy a sign and a frame from a hardware store and have your property on the market in minutes. You can even invest further and get yourself custom signs. These custom signs can display information like your phone number, your agency, information about the property, a website, or any other useful information. This way, any potential renters can simply snap a picture of the sign and immediately have basic information on the property and how to contact the landlord. Another advantage that may not be so obvious is that you're more likely to find long-term tenants this way. The reason for this is that people driving by the sign are most likely already living in that neighborhood. They may already have their life established there and have some certain obligations to stay, such as their children's school. In this case, it's much more likely that these tenants will be more responsible and stay longer than other tenants. And this is useful because it means that you would not have to repeat the process of searching for another tenant and simply stay with the same one. So now that you know some of the pros of using rent signs, let's go over some of the cons that exist as well. First is theft. When you place a for rent sign in the front of your rental property, it makes that property a vulnerable target. Since most properties that have a rent sign in front of them are vacant, they're extremely vulnerable to theft. For this reason, having a rent sign in front of your property may cause some problems for the rental property itself. Thus, it may be beneficial to invest in some sort of security feature for the property, like security cameras. Another drawback is that they can potentially attract unqualified leads. The reason for this is that the rent sign is being displayed for every single person passing by it. This means anyone with any income or any credit history is going to be contacting you about the rental property. This could be a major waste of time because instead of speaking to qualified, interested tenants, you're speaking to tenants that may not even be serious about renting. So all that being said, you may want some for rent sign alternatives. So let's dive into those. First would be a professional website. One of the best ways to market all of your rental properties in one place is by having your very own website. With your own website, you can customize the way that your properties are presented and include a plethora of information about your business, your properties, and anything else. A website is essential due to the importance of an internet presence. If you're not sure where to start on this, I made a video that you can watch on creating your own professional website, so click up here or the link in the description. And if you're not convinced by listing your properties on your own website, you can have another website do all the work for you by using rental listing sites like Zillow or apartments.com. You can quickly advertise your property to thousands of people in the area. Most of these sites also provide a quick and efficient medium for potential tenants to contact the landlords. This way, advertising your units is extremely easy and very effective. In conclusion, the traditional methods of advertising your properties are still very prominent today, regardless of the modern methods. However, the most important part is to study the needs of your business and choose whichever one is best for you. After all, not all real estate businesses have the same needs or goals, so choose the one that is best for you. If this video helped you out, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more property management tips. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!